KG6 USS, KG6 USS in the high desert. Are you on yet, John? WA6 LOL, Sonora. KG6 USS, KG6 USS down there in the high desert. Are you on yet, Sean? WA6 LOL, Sonora.
golly. I hear 249 in there. Hi, Richard. Good to hear you. KD6BQ, K6MYC off the backside. Roger, Roger.
Whiskey 6 Papa Echo 620.
Good evening, Mike.
Evening, Mike. Yeah, need to get an early check-in. I got a Aries net coming up here at 7:30, and it's my turn to be net control.
Okay, go to it. Enjoy. Thanks for checking in here, Mike. W6 Papa Echo up in Oakhurst, K6MYC Bozo Net.
KT6ZKE 704.
Good evening, Terry. How are you doing? It's about as warm as yesterday, huh?
Yeah, not too bad here inside the house, but out in the garage was a little warm.
Oh, yes, it is. I've tried to stay pretty much in the house all day. I just came in the shack here, sat down, and I'm wet. So this humidity that was supposed to go away is coming and going, I swear. Sometimes it seems like it's gone, and other times it seems like it's still pretty humid.
The humidity's a killer to me.
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
I'm just saying the humidity is what gets to me.
I'm sorry, I'm missing some words there. I'm just not understanding what you're saying. It's my ears. It's not you. I'm having trouble with my hearing right now. Over.
Oh, I'm not saying much. It's just the humidity is the one that gets to me.
Oh yes, the heat you mean and all. Yeah. Well, I just can't get motivated when it's. I walk outside and it's pushing 95 and toward 100. I just can't get going. So I didn't get going. I sat around all day and napped.
That's the way to deal with it.
Well, that's one way, and it doesn't help to be going blind to the point where there's a lot of things I can't do. If I can do them at all, I'm very slow at it. But that doesn't help motivate me either. So that's part of it. It's just a nasty thing that's going on here. We have to deal with it. Anyway, you're sounding good this evening, and stay inside where it's cool. Well, that's what I recommend. Stay inside where it's cool. I'm not hearing the guys down south tonight.
KM6 SRR.
Good evening, Rob. How are you doing? Candy home yet?
Yep, I got her, when was it? Last Thursday, I think, Thursday night. So you can check in 1200 KN6, you can.
Better, KN, is it Kilo Mike 6? Oh.
Kilo November 6, uniform Kilo November.
I thought it was KN. As soon as I said it, I remembered it wasn't KM. KN6UKN, very good. Good evening to Candy in the background there. She went back east to see her sister or something, but the weather wasn't much better back there, was it?
Yeah, it was a little hot and humid. Her cousin back there, Nancy.
AG6PD1237.
Well, hi, Tony. AJ6, no. Alpha Delta 6. What is it, AD? No, that's not right. AJ6 Papa Delta.
Yeah, Roger. Alpha Juliet 6 Papa Delta 1237, Tony. And, yeah, I just got back this afternoon about 1 o'clock. I sent Frank an email. I'm wondering if he needs me to call A11 to mark the ground where he wants to dig or what. I haven't heard anything back from the email.
Has he been? Have you seen him recently or talked to him?
No, I tried on the phone. I tried to talk to him. I haven't talked to him at all. I tried to send an email. He hasn't responded to my email, or I can't get a hold of him on the phone either. I'll try again tomorrow, maybe.
Well, that's odd. I've been calling him, and he's been answering the phone, so I think the phone works. I don't think he's not responding to you, but he has had an emergency job up there where he lives. The lady next to him has a bed and breakfast, and one of the clients drove into the water tank, or drove over a water line that went to the water tank, and it broke the water line, so it drained the tank for the whole facility. So he's been over there the last 3 days working on that. And the water pipe in one place went across the main road, so not only did he have to do a ditch across the road, but you also have to patch the ditch because it's on the hillside, as you know, so it doesn't, you have to patch it really well so it doesn't wash out. Anyway, so that's what he's been tractoring and just on the tractor for the last 3 days. He was here for about an hour and a half or two today, and that was it. Otherwise, he's been up there, so he's busy. I'm sure he'll get to you, and I'll see him tomorrow probably and remind him that you're back. And he's got all the pieces. He just has to get them together and drag them down there and start putting them in the places. So he's been working on it a little bit, but not voraciously. He bought a canopy, if you will, for his truck to keep the hot sun off of it, and he put that together. That took a day or two, of course, and then he decided that it was a good cover, a good place to put a bunch of water line, the flexible water line. He put up about 500 feet of that and made his sun-heated automatic hot water heater that way, and he got that working. So he's just been trying to get to the point where he's halfway livable there. So he has hot water to take a shower, and he's trying to get his power up from the generators or from the solar panels enough so he can run the air conditioning. But he doesn't have enough power to keep the air conditioning going overnight. So he's been suffering in these hot nights. Over.
Okay, roger that. All right, thanks, Mike. Yeah, we'll try to give him a jingle next week sometime, and we'll try and we'll let you know if we hear anything by Wednesday. Roger?
Roger. Okay. 982. All righty, who is it? What was that, 982?
That's me, Mike.
Oh, hi, Daryl. You're kind of weak tonight, but that may be just where I've got my antenna. Good evening to you. How is you doing?
We're doing okay. We're making plans to go to Napa for the father-in-law's funeral.
Okay. I'm going to pause for just a second. I'm going to see if I can reset my Bluetooth. It's gotten weaker and weaker when I come out here. I don't know what's going on with it's either my hearing aids or the Bluetooth, but they've gotten really weak tonight, so I'm having a hard time. I turn the volume up anymore, it just distorts, so it doesn't get louder, it just distorts the audio. So that's what I'm struggling with here. That's why I had trouble copying what Terry was saying. Stand by a second. Let me run this thing through a cycle.
We're not going anywhere.
KO6, JDO, Bozo 1211, looking up to Central Valley. Anybody got a copy on me?
I've just got the tail end of it. Do I have a copy on who?
Bozo 1211, KO6, JDO.
Okay, 1211. Gotcha. Got a good copy on you. Hang on a second, and I'll get. I've got my hearing aids in the half mode here, so I'll get them fully on in a second. Just stand by a minute, and I'll be right with you. K6 MYC, Bozo Net.
Yeah, KM6SR here. I heard you, Larry, 719. We got you checked in. And KO6 JJO from Phelan. I got a good copy on you tonight, too. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo.
All right, roger that. Got a good copy on both you guys. Did you guys get checked into the net?
Hey, Rob, good evening. W6PYP, Visalia 583.
Well, hi there, Greg.
Oh, hey, Mike, you're over there. How are you doing today?
I'm doing hot.
Good evening, Greg.
Hi, Rob. Hope you're doing well, too. I know it's warm up there, probably.
Yep, everywhere. Haha.
Well, you got that right.
Now, it's got the humidity with it, which doesn't help. I'm not a humidity fan. I can tolerate it when it's dry. But when I walk out to the barn, just walking out here and I start to sweat and I stay wet, then I know it's humid.
Yep, you got that one right. All right, Mike, I made it 2 Wednesdays in a row here, so that's a record for me.
Yeah, I give you a gold and a half star for that.
All right, carry on, Mike. W6PYP.
7-3, Greg.
KYP KM6SR. And Mike, Larry checked in, W6OWL.
Okay, I'll put Larry down. Thank you. Did I hear John, K6MI? Did I hear John in here?
I don't think so. I didn't hear him, but I've been kind of yakking and stuff. We did hear Robert 1211 from Phelan down there, KO6JJO.
I know I copied him. I've copied him fine, but I was right in the middle of resetting my hearing aids. I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden I've lost volume from the Bluetooth here. I don't know whether it's something in the hearing aid or what, but I may have to take the whole thing into the hearing aid place and see if they can boost it up, because I turn up the volume on the input to it, and it just it distorts. The Bluetooth just does not seem to be putting out enough audio level into my hearing aids. And it's possibly the hearing aids, it's possibly my ears. So I got 3 possibilities over.
Yep, roger in that. Let's see, what was I going to say? I heard, I think John down there in the high desert's kind of weak. And, that's what I was going to tell you. If you're gauging your hearing on Daryl, he was very weak for me. I could barely hear him. So I don't know what's going on.
Well, no, everybody's just generally weak. I'm listening for John down there, but we're a little early. Just turning 7:30 right now, isn't it?
7:42.
Really? Time flies when you're having fun. Okay, John, if you're down there, KG6USS, K6MYC, Bozo 47, over. You sure it was John that was on?
Just as his voice print, he didn't give any call sign or anything, but I recognize it pretty well. But he was probably talking vertical.
Yeah, I don't think he's going horizontal yet. I've been hearing him a little bit in the background, but I haven't been paying attention because I figured they were still vertical.
KO6 JDO. Yeah, I don't think John KG6 USS is out there tonight. This is I'm about a mile from him, so just want to let you know.
Who was that talking, please?
Bozo 1211, KO6 JDO. Name is Bob.
Oh, okay, Bob. I just didn't recognize your voice. You're new in here. So I didn't recognize your voice there. And I didn't catch what you said either. Again, I must have, when I have this audio up a little bit, then the voices distort, and you were distorted for me. So could you repeat what you said?
Roger. I was just saying, John, KG6 USS, I heard that he's not going to be out here tonight.
He was not going to be on. I see. Okay. Well, maybe W6PMD will call us in a minute. He's the alternative. That's Pat down there, W6 Papa Mike Delta, Bozo 58. It's very quiet from down there tonight.
K06JJO, Bob, this is KM6SR. Are you calling the net instead of John tonight? Over?
Not really, but I'll do what I can. I can definitely got a good copy on your 5.9 down here.
Okay, great. Yeah, you can check in me, I'm 432, and then Mike is 47. We usually always check in with John.
Roger that. I'll relay you in.
Okay, that sounds great. If Pat doesn't call us, then we'll depend on you to check us in. Thank you. KM6SR, back to net.
Okay, QRZ Bozo Net. We get a little quiet here this evening on Sunday. We're missing some people here. We got some people we didn't expect, and we got some people that are missing. WA6OIB is missing. N6BYH. K6 Mike Tango Sugar. Any number of others. Let's see. We got Larry in, so that's good.
Bozo 61, KB6RQU.
Larry R? By golly, surprised me. Bozo 61, very nice signal tonight, Rick. Go ahead.
Yeah, 5 and 9 here, doing great yourself there. Thought I'd jump in here and check in and say hello to who's listening and then get back to what I was doing. Over.
Okay, well, Rob will certainly hear you. And there may be others, but we don't have any big guns in here yet, other than Robin and myself with power. KM6SRR with old Bozo 61 standing in there. We also should listen for Ben, N6SWR, K6MYC. Go ahead, Rob.
Thank you, Mike. How you doing, Rick? Old Bozo 61, KB6RQU, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, good evening, Rob. I'm doing just fine here. I'm battling the heat like most people. Over.
Yep, that's for sure. And I walked out this morning and I go, ugh, it's a little bit humid, so it's nasty heat too.
Yeah, there was someone in there. I didn't hear who it was. Over.
Yeah, I was listening, but I didn't copy all of it. I don't know if it's Ben or not, but whoever that is, go again and we'll listen real hard for you.
247's in there super weak.
Yeah, I got you, Ben. N6SWR, KM6SRR. We got you checked in. Okay, Ben, thanks for checking in. Okay, you didn't hear Ben here, huh, Rick?
No, I didn't hear him this time.
He's really weak tonight here. And I also heard somebody called 1232 or something. Might have been from down south. Was there a 1232 or something like that checked in? Try it again. Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie, Northern California Bozo Net, over. Yep, somebody checking in the Southern California net. 12, it was either 124032, 12, no, it had to be 1232. I'm pretty sure that's what I heard. Anyway, good evening to you, Ben. You must have the antenna in a funny direction because you're almost inaudible here. And he's not hearing me either.
Hey, Mike, 1232 is KH6JRB, Gary from San Mateo.
Well, maybe he'll stay on and we can come around and get him when we get in that direction. Another minute. We're looking for KC5DTU. He hasn't been in here. Where are you, Kerry?
Oh, he's over at his daughter's having dinner like he usually does, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not sure if Aaron's going to be able to check in or not. He may be listening, but I think he's doing a lot of packing. That's what he texted me earlier today, there, Mike, KM6SRR.
You talking about KN6EIV?
No, Aaron, K6US.
Oh, what's he packing for?
He's going to go on a little vacation, I guess.
Oh, okay. He's running the stream, I guess, right?
Yeah, I was over there one time going to check on it. Let me do it again.
Okay, QRZ, San Joaquin Valley, or anybody that can hear my voice, please check in now. We're looking for 971. Dave is missing. And we're looking for KB6JNP is missing. Dane? Okay. Well, we guess we can go down toward Tascadero and see if those guys are there.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, the stream is up and running.
Okay. Here we are toward Tascadero. Okay, W6QUI. W6QUI. Ron, I wonder if you're there tonight. Okay, 6MYC in the Bozo Net. Over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike, and the group over there. W6QUI here. Bozo 1055.
Very good evening, Ron. We got 1055 in here. You're not very strong, but it may be more me than you. Anyway, you're readable, that's for sure. I wonder if Eric's in there. KN6EIV. Eric, are you there tonight? K6MYC. I don't hear a peep from Eric. I can try for Bill. KB6WRW. KB6WRW. How about it, Bill? K6MYC. Nothing heard from Bill either. Okay. Looks like you're it tonight, Ron. So take one and then turn it up to Rob, KM6SRR. W6QUI in the group, K6MYC.
Yeah, Eric was calling you, but I think you guys were doubling. So stand by, Mike. Give him another call, Eric.
Roger, Eric, you came up out of the noise just in time to give your Bozo number twice there, so we copied you fine. At first, I could just detect you, so there is a lot of QSB on the band, but we got it all okay. Good to hear you again. Thanks for checking in from the home QTH there. Let me turn it over to Rob, and I'm sure he's hearing you. KM6SRR in the group, K6MYC.
Thank you, Mike. Yep, heard Ron very well, of course, W6QUI, and I heard Eric there too, KN6EIV. How are you guys doing tonight?
Rob says he's copying you too. He just turned it to you.
Yeah, Ron, Ron, you're way off frequency all of a sudden, over.
Faded out on me, I think.
Ron, you're way off frequency all of a sudden, so you might want to net me again here. W6QUI with KN6EIV and KM6SRR. This is K6MYC, 2-meter Northern California Bozo Net.
WB6 JNC.
I think you're ignoring us. Yeah, good evening to you, Rob, if you copy. Sounds like you guys are already going north, so later, W6QUI.
Okay, Ron. Yeah, I got a copy on you. Yeah, you're a little bit low in frequency, but I can copy you. Mike has his hearing stuff that you got to be pretty good to get a good copy. I also heard Dane in there too, Mike. And we'll say 73 to you, Ron, W6QUI, and to Eric there, KM6EIV.
So 73's Rob. See you Wednesday.
Roger that. See you Wednesday. Thank you, Eric. 73.
Oh, you're not going to be on 1296, Ron?
No, I'm at 2 meters. Yeah, I'll be on Tuesday also.
Oh, Tuesday. Okay, we'll look for you Tuesday, of course. And bear with me. I have to go through that turning around business, so you have to keep making noise. Bill doesn't understand, or he keeps forgetting to tell you what I'm doing, so I'm trying to copy you wherever I can hear you. But if I don't hear you on the direct path, I start out at 90, but yesterday I had pretty good, or last Tuesday I had pretty good copy at 52 degrees of all things, but I couldn't hear you anywhere else, over.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, Bill usually relays your comments, but he's kind of a go-between, so we know when you or I should be talking. I hope he's on again, and without doubt, until we make it, we don't know what's going on. Anyway, we'll try Tuesday. See you then, hopefully, Mike, over.
Yeah, well, what Bill does not do, he does not tell you where I am pointing. So he doesn't know, he doesn't give you the heads up that I'm pointing that way. So make a transmission, and then if I don't hear you, I'll tell him. And then I'll start swinging the other way. I got 3 different directions. I hear you at 52. I sometimes hear you at 90. I sometimes hear you at about 128. And then, of course, that one night we had very good copy on the direct path at 210, over.
Yeah, that was really surprising. Well, conditions vary every time we get on, it seems. Okay, very good. Well, the thing is, with Bill in between, we know when we should be talking and listening, over.
Yeah. But it's important for him to tell you where I'm pointing so you know what I'm doing and how long it's going to be before I can bring it around the other way, over.
Oh, he relays that information, yes.
Okay. Anyway, we'll see you Tuesday. And Eric, 73's to you. Let's see if I can hear a final from you. KN6EIV and the group K6MYC.
Hopefully you can hear me, Mike. And you guys have a good evening.
Did you get that, Eric? I heard a few words, but I couldn't copy it.
Yeah, I copied, Mike.
What did he say? What did he say?
Shoot, I wasn't really thinking to remember what he said. So I think he said, have a good evening.
Oh, okay. I just wondered if he acknowledged his sign-off. Very good. 73, Eric. I heard it, but I just couldn't read it. 73, KN6EIV, K6MYC, 73.
WB6 JNC.
I've got you, Dane, 107. Thank you. Go ahead, Dane.
Okay, nothing new at this end, just, another warm day in course cold.
Yeah, what's new? You probably had about the same temperatures we had. It was, it got up probably close to 100 again. It felt like 100 when I went out there. I forced myself to go out. Today it was cleaning the kitty litter boxes today, and that was That was not a good chore, but I forced myself to do it outside so I didn't have to breathe the dust. Over.
Yeah, I know how that goes. Well, I just called up the weather station, and it looks like we had a high of about 91, and presently it's hasn't started to drop down yet because the sun's still up, but we're just about 88.
Yeah, very good. Well, we're much warmer than that here. In fact, the only reason I don't care right now is I've got the air conditioning blowing on my back there. I don't know, Rob, are you copying Dane?
Oh, yeah. I mentioned to you that he checked in when all the traffic was going on there. How you doing, Dane? WV6 JMP, KM6SR. I'm probably not pointed at you, so I'm not as loud as I could be. Over.
Okay, Rob. Well, I don't have any problems copying you. You're running probably about S3, and yeah, it looks like our high was, when was it? About 92, and presently we're sitting at about 88.
Yeah, mine right now is showing 100, and I think its humidity level here is 93. No, excuse me, that was the low.
Yeah, well, the system that I'm using, it records everything for me, so I can look back over it. And it's interesting because my one neighbor who's no longer with us, Dan, he used to always complain because in the morning there would be this really big temperature spike, and it was the sun hitting the sensor. So I put a shield around it, and it calmed it down quite a bit, but it's still, yeah, when the sun hits it, it goes up.
I bet it does.
Yep, I've got to do that on mine here because I think mine's a little bit high.
Well, the one I'm using right now is actually about 10 foot above one of our light poles, and I just mounted it on the side. It's all solar power. It's all shielded, so it's fairly accurate, but I can use it against the particulate sensor, and you see a difference, but like I said, if I look at the graph on it, when the sun comes up in the morning, I can tell you when the sun came up.
Yep, that's pretty accurate.
Anyway, I'll let everyone continue on the net. We're just going to sit back and listen for a while. K6MYC and the group WV6JNP course call.
Yeah, very good, Dane. Thanks very much. And I'm pointed over towards Santa Cruz and Watsonville right now. I was on 20 meters the other night, and guess who broke in? AF6 United heard me on 20 meters, working the VK boys, and he popped in, and we had a round table for a minute. But he was surprised to hear me, and I was surprised to hear him on that band. Anyway, AF6 United, if you're there, Lee, and or KW6S. If he isn't, Tom, you pick it up. K6MYC.
K6MYC in the group. The mystery man on 20 meters, Mike. Alpha Fox 6 United. I am here tonight, and what a pleasure to hear you on 20 meters the other night.
Yeah, that was wild. That was good.
I like to hang out on that band for a while, especially getting late in the evening, because usually the VKs and the ZLs are all over the place down there, and they're a fun group of guys to talk to. So I really like working those guys down under, and so I quite frequently get on the ANZA net and work those guys, and whenever somebody from the United States comes on the ANZA net, there's always a huge pileup with guys trying to work you. So it's a fun experience, and I really like the group. It's at 14183, I think, is where the ANZA net meets. But anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, you know what ANZA stands for?
Yes, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa.
ZS, yeah. Okay. Very good. Yeah, no, I check in there occasionally. I like you, though. I don't check in too often because it's bedlam when I do. And it takes up a lot of net time for them, and that's fine, but I don't need it. And you don't have much of a conversation. You just work a lot of people. But I don't mind giving out the reports from time to time. Sometimes I'm the only thing they can hear. Sometimes the band, or certain times of the year, are not very good. That's when I usually get on, because then we can work the guys that struggle. All right. Yeah, and that's on 183, of course. Yeah, I know the band pretty well. 163. If I was on 163 last night, it was because there's a VK3MO has a frequency where he joins up with ZS3Y on the long path and short path, and they do propagation checks on that frequency, and it's usually about 9:30, 10 o'clock, 10:30. It keeps varying, and I'm having a hard time catching them lately. That's why I was down at that end of the band. But most of the time, I stay below 200. All right, very good, Lee. Good to hear you. It's a good, strong signal. Rob, are you copying, Lee?
Yeah, I'm hearing maybe 50% of his words there, and I heard Aaron check in too there, Mike, KM6SR.
Well, I've got a copy on you. Let me plug my headphones in there. Rob, KM6SRR from AF6 United. Go ahead.
He turned it back to you, Rob.
Yeah, I heard my call sign, but that's about all I can make out on it. I hear you in there, Lee. You're probably hearing me fine there. AF6 United, KM6SR.
Well, I've barely got a copy on you here, but I am hearing you for a change, and maybe things are getting better between us. I don't know if maybe there was an earthquake or something like that moved some of the dirt out of the way. Who knows? 7-3 there, Rob. Good to hear you. KM6SRR from AF6 United. Back to you.
Okay. Very good. He's not got a good copy on you. He can tell you're in there, Lee, but it's not bodacious tonight. Let's see if Tom is here. KW6 Sugar, how about it? Santa Cruz, K6MYC. Yep, looks like Tom's out to dinner. So you're holding it together there. Is there anybody else over on this side that wants to say hello to Lee, AF6 United? We don't have any other big guns in here tonight, Lee. K6MYC standing by. Anybody else for Lee?
Kilo. Well, I can't hear Lee, but I'll check in. K6US 1079 and 11.
That was a big one.
Well, who did you hear?
Kilo 6 Yankee Lima Hotel.
He must be near you. I didn't hear him, but we had K6US break in here. And good evening to you, Aaron. K6YLH. Let's see if we can get him in here, and see if you can help me with him if he doesn't come back to me, Lee. K6YLH, Yankee Lima Hotel. I know he's been in here several times. I can't remember the handle. K6MYC.
Oh, yeah, good evening, K6MYC in the group. This is K6YLH. The name is Jevin, Juliet Echo Victor Oscar November. Bozo number is 9016, and located here in Watsonville, over.
Yeah, Roger, I remember now, Jevin. I just couldn't bring it up. I knew you had been in here several times. But every month or so, and I lose lose some of the details there. You're doing fine over here from Watsonville. Same signal strength, as close as I can tell as Lee is there. Let's see if Rob's copying you. You hearing anything from K6YLH, Rob?
I could tell if somebody was in there, but I couldn't quite copy him.
Okay. Rob runs about 1,500 watts here, 1,200 watts. So you probably heard him, but he could only tell you were in there, Jevin. Anyway, good to hear you. Nice to have you call in, and I bet you the weather's nice over there, over.
Yeah, been a nice weekend here, and yeah, good to hear you all on this evening. Nice to check in periodically. Always think about checking in, and when I do get the chance, it's always nice to see what the propagation is like and get to chat with you all. Over.
Yeah, very good. Well, I'm glad you do. And we're trying to be here consistently, and it's interesting to watch the difference. But I don't think I've heard you any better than I'm hearing it tonight. So we got good propagation from the coastline there. Anyway, good evening to you. I'll say 73s. Back to you, Lee, for a final. We'll take one more standby for Tom. You can turn it to him. If he doesn't come back, I'll go on up into the Bay Area. AF6 United with K6YLH, K6MYC.
Okay there, Mike. Well, again, it was good bumping into you on 20 meters the other night, and I'll kind of keep my eyes peeled for you, or my ears peeled for you in the future. And I still am working on that XM240 so that I can come and harass you on 40 meters as well. But that's been a little bit slow going. Anyway, 7-3 there, and I will now take a call for KW6S, KW6S, Alpha Fox 6 United. Are you out there tonight, Tom? Okay, I'm not hearing anything over here, Mike. So 7-3, and we'll catch you tomorrow night on 6 meters. K6MYC in the group, Alpha Fox 6 United. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, thank you, Lee. Thanks for trying for Tom. I just was looking for the second call. He always hears me too, but it's always good to have somebody else call him in. Good evening to you, Jevon, and good evening again to you, Lee, and thanks for calling. We'll look for you on 6 meters tomorrow, and Jevon, whenever you can get in on the other bands, you're welcome to pop in, obviously. K6MYC clear, and I'm going into the Bay Area Bozo Net. Bay Area Bozo Net. There we are up into the Bay Area. K6MYC. Anybody?
WB6JNN.
WB6JNN. Sound like you got a little bit of a hoarse throat there.
Oh, I just didn't clear it before I talked.
Okay. Anyway, pretty good signal tonight, Jim. Over.
Yeah, you're at 9 tonight. I've seen you down in the 7s and 5s even on some occasions, but tonight you're full strength.
Yeah, very good. And everything's pointing where it's supposed to be pointing tonight. I don't have to look around for where the signals are coming from. You're right there at 282 to 285. Very good. And how was your weekend? Have you been doing any flying lately?
Oh, I have a new plane, but I don't go out unless the wind's more than 5 miles an hour because of the trees. So I haven't been awake enough early in the morning when it's calm. But I'll be getting out there this next week probably to fly a little bit.
Yeah, okay. We haven't had any wind that would bother you over here, but you got different situations over there where you are. And hopefully it'll be a little cooler for you next week. Yeah, get up early and do it. Certainly been warm here. We don't drop much below 70, 75 overnight even. It's a rare night that we drop into the 60s right now. They say, oh, it's going to be 65 tonight. Yeah, not on my patio. So you can leave the doors open all night. The air conditioning, it's just below where the air conditioning works, so it gets me, I leave the doors open, we get fresh air, but it's usually in the 70 to 75 degree region. Good to hear you, Jim. I don't know whether Rob's hearing you or not. Rob, are you hearing anything from Jim tonight?
Yes, did hear a few words and stuff. I just made a discovery yesterday when we were doing some testing with our antennas in the Aries group. I didn't have my preamp on this radio. It's on now, so I'm hearing a little better.
Oh, that's good. This is 9700?
No, on this one I'm still using the 9100.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll help, though. On either one of them, the preamp does help on 2 meters for sure. All right, Jim, let's see. We'll see if we can hear anybody else, and I'm sure Stan must be in here. And anybody else, KA6UYH or whatever. QRZ Bozo Net, K6MYC, Bay Area.
KO7, AB6SR.
AB6SR, good evening, Stan. I thought you might be there.
Yep, I'm here tonight. It's been an overcast day most of the time. 82 or so and a bit heavy. Haven't been out walking. I bit like a horse. I threw a shoe. My left ankle was very painful these last 2 days. Don't know whether it's arthritis or gout or something. Who knows? But hope to be out walking tomorrow. So, reasonable weather. Watch the World Cup. Bit of a yawn, the final, but nowhere near as good as yesterday. There were 10 goals yesterday and only 1 today. Anyway, a reasonable day here. Everything's okay. Back to you, K6MYC, AB6SR.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to have to do to that tomato plant that doesn't want to make any more tomatoes. Whatever came in and stripped it, it just must have disappointed it and hasn't made any more. I guess I saw 1 or 2 little blossoms, but that's it. So I'm sitting here with, I've eaten 1 little tiny pea-shaped tomato off of it so far. Over.
Yeah, okay. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, I got tomatoes coming out of my ears at the moment. They're doing very well here. Though one of them about 3 feet off the ground got pecked a bit, so the birds seem to know whether the fruits are ripe before I do. So I'm picking them a little on the underripe side and putting them in the windowsill to ripen off. There's always critters of some sort here, just the same. So yeah, I think with the weather and all that sort of stuff, some of the wildlife are probably finding it hard to find decent food. Anyway, not much else. Things are good here. I'll try to be on 6 meters tomorrow night again. See if we can get through like last week. Other than that, nothing much to report. K6MYC, AB6SR.
Yeah, fine, Stan. Okay, well, hopefully, I haven't been outside really, honestly, to look at the plant very heavily for the last four days or so. So I'll get out there tomorrow. And hopefully I'll try to get out there before it's too late in the morning and when it's already warm. But by the time I even think about going outside, it's 85. And that kind of says, okay, I'm going back in. So I lose interest very quickly. I haven't done any weeding now for 2 weeks. Anyway, good. Let you go. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow on 6 like we did last week. It was absolutely perfect last week. We had marvelous conditions and good signals from you. Hopefully I'll still be able to rotate everything here. The rotator controller's been working fine. As long as I turn it off when I'm not using it, it's fine. When I leave it on too long and then I go back and forth too quickly, it gets its mind tangled up and then it's stuck for a while. I have to turn it off and let it rest. So I know how to fix it, but it's a pain in the ass. But right now I'm just milking it along because I don't have a spare at work right now. Guys are so busy with vacations and time off and lots of jobs that we haven't got anything that works that I can bring home. Anyway, I'll make it happen. We'll see ya. AB6SR, K6MYC, Bozo Net, Bay Area, looking for check-ins, please. Over.
KB6PA.
Okay, very nice signal, Oliver. KB6BA 900. And are you getting caught up a little bit with your projects and stuff? And how was that? Let's see, you had a test this weekend, didn't you?
Yeah, we installed some millimeter wave beacons yesterday up on the hilltop, and today was our annual microwave antenna range testing event in the local park, so that went pretty well.
Yeah, good. Who won?
We don't know yet because we used a spectrum analyzer to measure everyone's signal and also to measure the signal and noise floor and receive of everyone's radio. So it has to all go into a spreadsheet in the person who ran the event will publish those results in a few days, I imagine.
Yeah, very good, very good. A little different than doing it at VHF frequencies. All righty, well, good. Imagine it was reasonable weather for you. Hopefully it wasn't too hot while you were doing all this stuff.
Pleasantly warm and some overcast, but basically ideal weather. So I'll enjoy it when we can get it, KB6PA.
Yeah, same here. We haven't had any overcast for 3 or 4 days here, so it's been boiling, pushing 100 every day. I'm sure we got there again today. Not much over, but pushing up to 100 and holding that within 2 or 3 degrees of 100 for hours and hours. And not much cooling at night, so that's our routine right now. When I was younger, it didn't bother me. For some reason now, as I'm older, I have less aptitude for getting out in it. 7-3, Oliver, good to hear you. KB6BA, K6MYC, looking for other check-ins in the Bay Area.
KA6UYH.
Hi, Chris. We haven't heard you much on 6 lately. Are you going to get back to trying that one again?
Yes, I'm going to try tomorrow night. I had something come up. I had a phone call last Monday night, so I wasn't able to make it. So hopefully we'll be there, and hopefully propagation allows, and we'll be able to work each other.
Yeah, 1226, if I'm not mistaken. Now, Stan was in last week, and Stan had a booming signal, and it means probably meant that you might have been very good copy as well last week. So I was quite surprised not to hear you, but I haven't heard you for 2 or 3 weeks now. So hopefully you'll get in there tomorrow night, and we'll have some decent propagation. And hopefully I won't have any antenna problems or rotating problems, and I can rotate toward you and squeeze all we can out of the propagation. Good to hear you. Thanks for checking in here. Always a nice signal on 2 meters. KA6UYH. Let's see, Rob, are you copying Chris there, KA6UYH?
I didn't have a chance to peek on him, but I think I heard a few words there. How you doing, Chris? KA6UYH, KM6SRR.
Chris, are you copying KM6SRR?
I can barely hear him. I know that he's out there, but he's not loud enough for me to understand what he's saying.
Oh, okay. The amplifier is still on, Rob. You were weaker for him than he was for you, Rob, over.
Yeah, I might have been hearing some noise, too. I got a lot of noise in that direction tonight.
Okay, well, you guys just may not have the path. I've got a very good path to Chris. He's always very strong in here. One of the strongest out of the Bay Area. Much stronger, let's say, than Gary, KB6 or WB6WNI. Chris is, I don't think he's got much more of an antenna. It's just a location thing. And we're looking for Gary. If you're in there, Gary, WB6WNI, K6MYC, Bozo Net. Nothing heard. How about W6 Papa Queen London?
Nothing heard. Rob, you're about 5 and 6 with me. AB6SR.
Yes, Dan, I wasn't pointed at you, but I was able to copy you tonight. AB6SR, KM6SR. Thanks for the signal report there.
Jolly good.
Okay, I'm going to move the antenna a little bit more to the north. W6PQL and KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie. We should have you guys in here. That's 287, 289, 290. We should have somebody in there. W6PQL, KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else for that matter. K6MYC Bozo Net.
177, 177.
177. Boy, are you weak. We got you, Gary. KE6. Oh, for heaven's sake, I forgot the call. 177. I've got the wrong call in my brain. KE6QR, there it is, KE6QR, K6MYC, go ahead.
Good evening, Mike, KE6QR here. We were down in your area last week working at a church camp, volunteer, playing the piano, and what else, doing some electrical jobs, Sierra Pines, it's not too far out of Norfolk, just a couple of miles there. But anyway, we were on 40 meters mobile down there some, and but I didn't hear you. Must not have been on at the right time. Anyway, we will be in September. We will be out at Isleton again, so I'll let you know just ahead of time when I'm going to be out there. And I know I'm stronger out there than I am here at the house. And also going to be in the VHF contest coming up in September. We'll be up on Mount Vaca and Mount Diablo. K6NYC and the Bozo Net, KE6QR.
Well, I got you better now. And when you first called in, I must have had you where I thought I would get you the best. But I'm clear up at 300 degrees here. Yeah, 301 or 303 or something, which is quite a bit further north than I normally hear you, but that seems to be where you're peaking. A little flutter on there, so we probably aren't direct, but the molly path isn't bothering you too much. So I copied 100% there. Okay on all your plans for the other locations, but I guess you are at home, and that's probably why you're not bodacious like you are on some of the other places there. Thanks for checking in, Gary. KE6QR, K6MYC.
Okay, thank you, Mike. 73s, and yes, we are at home tonight. KE6QR, Charlie Mike 88.
Okay. I'm going back just a little bit. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, WB6WNI, W6PQL. Anybody?
Well, how
W6PQL.
Gary in a row?
2 in a row. Who is that? Is that you, Gary?
Yes, I heard you talking to Gary, and I said, well, this is a good time to check in. K6MYC here is WB6WNI1090, and again, a nice signal.
Yeah, very nice signal. I'm pointed way north for you. I'm pointed actually for W6PQL. Good evening to you, Jim. W6PQL, take it and then turn it back over to Gary there, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, Mike, very good. Not hearing Gary too well. My antenna's off of him, and otherwise I'd be hearing him fine. But anyway, good evening to you. Hope your weekend was a good one. Not bad here. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Yeah, no, we had a good Saturday. A whole bunch of company came over, and I had a chance to talk to people I don't talk to very often. So quite a gang of Tyler's relatives. His sister-in-law and her mother came over from the Bay Area, and their son came over from the Bay Area. He's working at in the Bay Area doing some HVAC stuff. No, he's in Watsonville somewhere, but he doesn't live with them anymore at the house here in Morgan Hill because his job is over in the Watsonville area. He was here as well. So we had young people, middle-aged people, and old folks like me and the mother of all the other folks. She was 84, but we had a good chat. So that was good. So we had a busy weekend Saturday. Sunday we didn't do anything here. We just rested and caught up and slept a little bit. I kept falling asleep in the chair. I said, okay, the heck with it. How can I fight it? So I didn't do anything today. Except I did clean out the litter boxes, the cat litter boxes. I have one at each end of the house. And that's a nasty chore, but it's dusty. And the smell of the cat litter box bothers me, so I took it outside and did it where it was breezy and I didn't have to breathe it. Otherwise, it wasn't bad. It wasn't much in it, but I like to clean them every couple of weeks. So that was my job. Whoopee! Back to you, Jim, and then down to Gary, and we'll get on out of here. I haven't heard Mike 775 yet. W6PQL, K6MYC, and it was about 100 every day here.
It wasn't quite that bad today. It was, let's see, it says 84, but it was humid mostly. We didn't have a lot of direct sunlight. It was overcast and humid, and 84.
I had a busy weekend here, especially yesterday and today. I was finishing up an amplifier I was building for not Marshall Williams, but his son, Randy Williams. Marshall's silent key, of course, but Randy's trying to continue the tradition and looking to replace some old equipment. So I built him a 222-2000. That's what he wanted, a double-decker. Same as a 2M2000, only for 222. So that's what I've been up to, aside from doing laundry and stuff like that. The XYL is under the weather, so I've got to take up most of the household stuff. But it's done. So a busy day. I'll probably sleep well tonight. 73s, K6MYC, W6PQL, off and clear.
Okay, I didn't know Marshall passed away. For some reason, that word never got to me. We used to be in very good, close communications as he was buying stuff from us all the time, but I hadn't talked to him lately. Now, that's a shame. A big old Marshall. I don't know if you ever met him. A huge man, but nice guy. Sorry to hear that he passed away. How long do you think he's been gone?
Oh, I think the better part of a year. It might even be longer. I heard about it from some of the emails that I get, and didn't think much of it. As I figured you'd know, because you pretty much get the news on everybody at some point. But otherwise, I would have told you. But it's been the better part of a year now, Mike.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know that he was. I don't know what happened. Whether he was ill and died, or whether he just had a heart attack, like some of our friends that just all of a sudden are gone. Like we've had a few, like Bill, KO6KD the other day, and a few others that we've had go very quickly, unexpectedly. All right, well, thanks for the information. I'm sorry to hear that, but we lose another good one there. A very motivated guy. 7-3, see you tomorrow night on 222 and 6 meters, Jim. Let's see, WB6QUI. No, that's not right. WB6, WB6WNI. I'll get it. K6MYC. Go ahead, Gary.
Well, thanks, Mike. K6MYC. But Jim on the side, and Jim, if you're talking to me, you're solid over here. 25, 100%. So, yeah, I just wondered if Jim thought any of that smoke from the fires nearby. Three smaller fires, but they're not that far away. And there was smoke down here today, along with, of course, the cloud cover, like Jim was saying. Quite a bit of cloud cover. Again, 80-degree top. Anyway, I won't keep it too much longer. We'll be on 6 meters. I tuned in to 50.125 this afternoon. The noise level was really low. Well, let's hope tomorrow it stays low during the net. It was so low, it was unbelievable. But you know what? Come that time, let's see what happens. Anyway, Mike, I won't hold it. I know you want to move along. So we'll talk again tomorrow night. K6MYC and the group, W6W973.
Okay. 7-3, Gary. Okay, on 6 being quieter, maybe it'll be good for us tomorrow night. We'll keep our fingers crossed there. I had a nice opening night yesterday. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Mid-morning, late morning, about 11 to noon or so, I got on, and there was guys in, I worked 3 or 4 stations right there in North Carolina. North Carolina seemed to be the spot. And one guy in Virginia, so it was right along the coastline, but sort of mid-coast. I didn't work anybody below that. Oh, I did work one guy in Georgia, but he was really marginal. And I worked a couple in Texas and New Mexico. Those are single hop, but the others were all double hop, and that was nice to hear it. And they were all excited, but I worked 4 guys in Fox Mike 06. So we had a hot spot, a little hot spot in the sky that was giving me, and luckily there's a lot of activity there in South Carolina. I think it was South Carolina. A lot of activity, and the guys were really excited about getting through and hearing us on. I had a pretty good signal because I was running power. Most of them were not running power. Anyway, that happened, so you've got to watch out for those. There's a huge flare on the sun right now. I think it's past us now, but it was pointed right at us yesterday, I think. And that may have been what triggered that opening. That's why I was listening and kept an ear on it intently. And I heard some very, very tiny weak signals, and I got on and made some noise, and the next thing I know, I had about 10 contacts in the log. So there you go. It does open. It helps to have an antenna at 100 feet and a kilowatt, though. 7-3 for now, Gary. WB6WNI. See you tomorrow night, K6MYC.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Thanks for that tip, though. You never know. And you, not to drag it along, but you probably remember in the 70s, you could not, that is, you would always hear a station in Texas. Always. But that was the 70s, and this is now. Anyway, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, WB6WNI.
Yeah, it was weird. I worked a guy in Oklahoma. I think I worked one guy in Texas. There was 2 5s that I worked, and one of them was in Texas, too. Anyway, all right, 7-3, Gary. Yeah, you never know. You just have to keep an ear on the band when you can. And I don't listen all the time. I have it on all the time, but I'm not sometimes within earshot. This opening lasted every bit of a half hour. It might have been even longer. But
I will see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. K6MYC Bozo Net. Anybody else before we go up to Oakley? K6MYC Bozo Net.
K6MTS.
K6MTS. Good evening, Mark. Let's see, 680. And I don't know if Rob can hear you where Rob is pointed right now. Rob, are you hearing Mark?
Yep, hearing him weak, but I'm hearing him. He's probably coming off the back of my antenna.
Anyway, we'll get around in your direction a little bit, Mark, but hang in there if you can. Thanks for checking in. I know it was hot in Prather.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to go take the trash out.
Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. QRZ, anybody else before I go to Oakley? K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, N6RO, N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, Bozo 835. High temperature is something like 89. I forgot to lock it into my memory, which doesn't work anyway. And over the weekend, I mostly spent time trying to get the second channel on my Flex radio to work on RTTY. And I never did get it working, but at least I had one slice that did, and I made about 35 contacts on 80 meters in the last 30 minutes. So that's all I did. And dinner is going to be leftover fish and asparagus. I'm getting low on groceries. Going to Safeway tomorrow, N6RO.
Okay, very good. Well, I watched a 40-meter band. It was wide open on 40, and I got on up the band and had a few QSOs with folks local around the States, and I finally, I was on 40 for a long time, and I worked a bunch of local guys around the States and all over, and finally at the end, it was about 11 o'clock or later, which was quite late, and I hear this weak station call me, and I thought it was V57. Turned out it was V51. I finally got part of the call, V51, but never heard the rest of it. But Namibia, which I can work easily, but he was calling in so late that we had lost propagation. I just had too much noise. I was looking at S9 plus 5. If it had been S7, he would have been workable. But B51 at nearly midnight here on 40 meters is pretty rare. But he is the furthest to the west in Africa, so they last longer than anybody else there. But I never did complete the contact, so I don't know what the call was, but that was weird. That was the only, other than a one EI9 that I worked with a bunch of other guys in the group, that was the only other DX I worked on 40 there. Anyway, that was, but the band was pretty quiet from the standpoint of other activity. But I went down the band with a spectrum analyzer, and the whole bottom end of the band was a bunch of spikes. So I knew there was. Then I remembered you said there was the contest was on. One of the guys in Arizona was going to get on with a 80 meter. I think it was Arizona or someplace. And I said he's just trying to get his 80 meter, his 160 meter wire working. And he was going to try and work the contest. And I said, well, keep an ear out for N6RO, but were you using your own call or somebody else's?
I was using my own call, and it was an RTTY contest.
Now, what did I say?
Oh, you asked me if I used my own call. Yes, I did.
No, what I said was, what did I say? I thought I said it was RTTY also, but maybe I called it something else.
No problem. It's I like the mode because it takes the pressure off your brain. It's more of a visual thing, using the mouse to control the computer.
Yeah, Roger. No, I understand, and that's obviously quite popular. There was a lot of people on. 40 minutes.
Tomorrow, 222 is working good, and even though we drift, N6RO.
Roger, we'll see you tomorrow, Ken. 7-3 for now. And I had watermelon and leftover steak for dinner with a little bit of chicken salad on the side. That was a weird combination, but it was good. Over.
Oh, yeah. Leftovers tend to be interesting.
All right. See you mañana.
Roger that. Bye-bye.
Bye. Now, KO6 IQR. Or KD6WBL, K6MYC. Anybody listening?
WB6ISO.
Whiskey Victor Lima.
Okay, hi Dennis, 86. Let me get you in there a second, but hang on. There was somebody else underneath you. Who was the other one? 80. Go ahead.
Kilo Delta 6, Whiskey Victor Lima, 1179.
1179, nice signal, John. Good to hear you. 1179. 1179. Haven't heard Mario. Mario was actually probably not home yet. He went up on a little vacation. I think he went to Nevada or someplace. You're not back, are you yet, Mario? KO6IQR? No, he's not back yet. No problem. John, pick it up, and then we'll see if there's anything from Jake, KO6KPU, and then we'll pick Dennis up there. Go ahead, John.
Okay, I'm just sitting here going through logs from 94 to present, trying to put them in my logging program from the paper log, and I figured out that after drinking 3 beers, it's not working out. Over.
After what, 3 hours of it?
No, after drinking 3 beers.
Oh, well, that can take your incentive and mellow it out, can't it? Yeah, I never did go back to that. I didn't like to type in logs anyway, so I never transcribed any of my stuff to computers. Probably a mistake, but I just never did it. Anyway, good to hear you, and of course we'll look for you tomorrow on 6 if we can hear you there. KD6WBL, K6MYC.
7-3, Mike. Thanks for the check-in. KD6WVL.
Thanks for you being there as well. Okay, Dennis, let me just see if Jake is here. KO6KPU. Are you here, Jake? K6MYC.
Roger, Roger. KO6KPU here in Stockton, 1263.
And a very nice signal, too. You are definitely improving the station little by little. I think that's the best I've ever heard you, Jake, so you're very strong tonight. And pleased to hear you checking in there. What'd you do, if anything, on the antenna system this weekend, over?
Yeah, Roger, I have a borrowed military crank-up mast, and it's kind of just on loan right now, but I have it cranked up to 40 feet with my 7-element on it. I usually take it down after the net.
Yeah, Yeah, very good. Yeah, what's this? Was this one of these 4-inch diameter tubular section masts, about 5 foot per section?
Roger, yeah, 6 foot, but yes.
Yeah, I've got 2 or 3 of those, and they're very handy.
Yeah, if you ever want to sell one, let me know.
Oh, okay. Is yours borrowed?
Yeah, Roger, it's the club's.
Oh, okay.
They let me take it home, and I told them if they did, I was going to set it up.
Well, that's good, and you did.
Yeah, Roger.
It shows you that 30, 40 feet of elevation makes a noticeable difference there. All right, well, I'll keep you in mind. I haven't decided to give up on the mast. I won't use it, but I don't want to get it away until I make sure that my son doesn't need it or one of my grandsons doesn't need it. Over.
Roger, yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, if ever you want to sell it, even if I can't, I do know someone that would definitely buy it, the guy that gave it to the club. So, anyways, good to hear you. Thanks for letting me check in here, and thanks for having the net. K6MYC from KO6KPU.
Okay, very good, Jake. Fine and dandy. Rob, are you copying Jake? You want to make a quick contact there?
Sure, yeah. Jake's very loud. How you doing, Jake? KO6KPU. This is Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo. Over.
Roger, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo Romeo, and I have you at a 5.9, sometimes 10 over here.
Roger on that. Thank you. Yep. Oh, I forgot to give you my DM07 here. What's your grid square?
1 second, let me look.
Charlie Mike 98, he's in Stockton.
Well, can I say hello to Jake as well?
What was that?
Can I say hello to Jake as well? 5'9" up in the Rio Linda area, north of Sacramento, Jake.
Roger, yeah, you're 10 over on the back of the beam.
Yeah, very loud, Jake. Nice signal up this way. I'm in Rio Linda. WB6 ISO, Dennis here.
You're next, Dennis. Here we come. Just a second. Let Jake finish with Rob. Jake, I can tell you where you are. You're in Charlie Mike 98, so you don't have to look it up there. Just say Charlie Mike 98 to Rob, and he's off and running. Jake, go ahead.
Roger, I heard you. Thank you. I don't know why I always forget it. I had it down for a while there, and then for some reason I just forget from time to time.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, Jake. Good to hear you there. KO6KPU at Charlie Mike 98, KM6SR, and DM07.
Roger, yeah, thank you for that contact there. You sound good.
All right, up to you, Dennis, and I'm probably a little short of pointing at you, but close enough. That should be a little better. KWB6 ISO, K6MYC.
And a pretty good evening there, Mike, and again, good evening to Jake down there in Stockton. Sounding mighty good up this way. This is WB6 ISO, Whiskey Baker number 6, India Sugar Ocean, Bozo number 86, and we do have a few check-ins for you if you're ready to write.
Always ready.
We got KA6 Ocean Estric, KA6 OSX Kent 160. And let's see, I did get a hold of Dave, wanted to get checked in. 1 PPP Papa, Dave 336. Mr. Larry, N6BX 782. Let me take a brief standby, if you would, just give me a second to see if he's aboard to check in by himself. If not, I will. Dan, are you there? Apparently not. N6TNI, Mr. Dan at 132. And I am Bozo 86, and I think that's about all I got for you for tonight. I did talk to my buddy Richard over in Nevada earlier, and I think he got checked in by CW. If not, good evening to him as well, 249.
Yep, he was the first check-in here as I came in the shack this evening. He was pounding away at 20 minutes after 7. So I got him early. Very good. Thanks for 160, 336, 782, 132, and 86, Dennis.
And you're quite welcome. And Your signal tonight, 5-9 plus about 20-25 over S9. Very, very nice signal this evening there, Mike, and hope you're doing fine down there in Fresno. I know damn good and well how hot it could get down there. I've been down there years ago at 2 o'clock in the morning. It's still 115 degrees in the shade, over.
Well, we haven't had any of that. The hottest day we had was 107, but we're bringing around 100. The problem is humidity's up a little bit from normal, so it's a little bit more oppressive than it would normally be. But it's been banging around 100 degrees plus or minus 3 or 4 degrees for a week or two now, over.
Yeah, no, we've been up there same way, 103, 100, up to 105 up in this area, so it's been pretty warm and toasty, so, oh well, it's summer. I would expect it's good. That's the way it normally runs. Alrighty, Mike, very, very pleasant good evening to you, and you have a fine one, and we'll catch you next time around, WB6 ISO.
Yeah, thanks, Dennis, and we'll look for you Wednesday, and we'll look for you as well on Thursday, see if we can get that 432 path get working better. Okay, KJ6KFB, how about you, Darren? Are you around there this evening? K6MYC. Oh, don't hear Darren. Maybe he's out walking the dog or the wife or something. Let me see. How about Reading here? KO6HS or KD6SW, KD6 Sugar Whiskey or KO6HS Reading, K6MYC calling and listening. KO6HS, KD6SW. I think I'm pointed right. K6MYC. Oh, over.
Golf Yankee, Golf Yankee.
I hear Golf Yankee. Got you 88.4. Thank you, Phil. We missed you this morning again. You've been working on some kind of home project or something?
Yeah, we were out of away from the radio. 6GGY, very good, Mike, very good, over.
You say you were out at the lake? I didn't get what you said. You took a fade. You said you've been out at the lake or something?
No, the lake was fine. We were away from the radio. You're away from the radio. You're over.
Oh, just away from the radio. Okay. Very good. Well, Bob said he would not be on the radio until Friday. So we've got 4 open days here where there's no Bob, but we did have other people in there this morning. We did have a new guy checking in from Kingman, Arizona. That was interesting. And we also had Larry, who just returned home from Gold Beach, AA7SQ. So we had a pretty good group. So hopefully you'll be back in there maybe tomorrow. I think we had propagation today. I can't swear what's going to happen tomorrow, but I think we would have had propagation today. WB6GGY, K6MYC, over.
Very good. We'll look for you tomorrow morning. We'll be on tomorrow morning and also tomorrow night. Very good, Mike. Over.
All right. See you tomorrow one way or the other on 40 or on 6 meters. Hi. Or both. WB6GGY, K6MYC, still looking for Reading. KO6KD, no, that's not right, KD6SW, and KO6HS, K6MYC, calling and listening. Wow. Neither one of them there, that's rare. Okay, up to you, John. I should be up close to your heading. KR6MR, K6MYC.
230.
Oh, there's 230. Okay. Good evening, good evening, Jerry. At 230, go ahead, take one. You're a good, strong signal, over.
Roger, I gave a pause there, just a few seconds pause. I thought for sure Rich was going to jump in there and check in, but no Rich yet. I'm not sure where he is, but got a good signal up here tonight, and hopefully we're getting down there, and we'll turn back and make sure we got a good path here. KO6HS, over.
Yeah, we we do have a good path. Let's see if Rob's copying anything. Rob, you hearing Jerry tonight?
No, I'm not. For some reason, I'm right where I normally get them, so I guess I just don't have the propagation.
Okay. Well, good signal, and I don't know where Rich is. Rich has been in and out. He's been a little bit more inconsistent, but I guess he's just been working around in the yard, and he just hasn't been watching the clock as close as he normally does. Anyway, good to hear you, Jerry. Thanks very much for coming in on your very busy Sunday night there. KO6HS Reading, K6MYC, and then we'll take another look for Rich.
Roger on that. Yep, that's what he was saying previously. Had a lot of stuff he'd taken care of during the day, and time got away from him. So I'll give him that. I'll let him have a pass on that. Anyway, yeah, it was warm today. It was 101 today, so a little bit cloudy, a little bit muggy. So maybe just sitting back and staying cool. Anyway, yeah, I heard Rob in there, KM6SR. I could hear him, but not too strong tonight. Not as strong as I've heard him before. All right, we'll turn back to you and see if Rich came back here. KM6HS.
Okay, anything that time, Rob?
No, I can tell he's in there this time, but I can't make anything out.
Okay, he said he copied you a little bit, so he heard you at least. Power differential, Jerry, Rob's running about 12 or 1,500 watts, and you're not. Hi. So that's probably why you're hearing him a little bit better than he's hearing you. We could tell you were in there, but that's all. 7-3 for now, Jerry. Good evening to you. KO6HS, K6MYC, clear and listening for KD6 Sugar Whiskey and Reading. Over, Rich. No, he just ain't there. Okay, let's try for KR6MR. How about you, John? KR6MR, KR6 Mexico Romeo, Meta Vista, K6MYC, over. Wow. John and Darren both missing. That's unusual. Anybody else in the Sacramento area, plus or minus, K6MYC? All quiet on the Western Front. I'm going to Nevada. Here we go. Richard, be ready. Whoops, I went right past you, Richard. Let me come back. That should be better. KD6BQ, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada, over.
Yeah, romping in. I'm sure you got him, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, boy, you're loud there, Richard. KD6BQ, KM6SRR.
Yeah, you're doing good too, Rob. You're about 5 dB over S9 up here. Great signal tonight.
Roger that. Thank you for the report.
Yep, got a little QSB on it.
Yeah, you were very weak off the backside. I mean, I've heard you're a lot stronger on the back and not as good on the front, but boy, you're strong here now. Anyway, hang in there. Let's just take a check and see if Eric's in here. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Are you in here tonight, Eric?
N7VAZ 1193, over.
Yeah, good signal, 1193. We got good propagation to Nevada tonight. That's wonderful. Let's see if Rob's hearing you, Eric. Go ahead, Rob.
I can just tell he's in there.
Okay, well, it'll probably come up in a little bit. Rob has a little different path than I do. So sometimes it's up for him and down for me and vice versa. Anyway, great to hear you, Eric. Thanks very much for checking in from the Reno area there. N7 Victor Alpha Zulu. Hopefully we'll continue to hear you on Wednesday as regular K6MYC. Over.
Thank you very much. Good signal tonight. 73 N7VAZ.
7-3. Okay, and how about over to you, Daniel? KE7UQL, K6MYC, over.
K6MYC, KE7UQL, Q72, over.
Yeah, 272, good signal. Not as solid as Richard, but I'm sure it's just to me, my pointing. I'm probably doing a little bit off of you, right at the moment. I wonder what's happened to our friend over there, Greg. He checked in a couple of times, and he just started to get his station together, and then the next thing we know, we haven't heard from him. So I don't know if you have contact with him or not, but you might wake him up a little bit and see if we can get him to check in a little bit more often over there. KE7 UQL K6MYC, over.
Roger, have not heard much from Greg. It's pretty quiet from his direction, over.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what other bands you might work him on there. Let's see if Stan is in here. Stan, I'm pointed over toward Fallon, Nevada this evening. K7SUN, K7 Sierra Uniform November, K7SUN Fallon 442, K6MYC. Are you in there tonight, Stan? No Stan tonight, so we just have the two regulars, or the three regulars in here, I should say. Rob, did you copy anything from Daniel?
Oh, yeah. I got to go back a little bit here. Yeah, how you doing, Daniel? KE7UQL, KM6SRR.
KM6SRR, KE7UQL. We've got you, Rob. Go ahead.
Yeah, I couldn't quite get what you said in the middle, but I heard you say go ahead.
He said he just got you okay. Go ahead is what he said. Go ahead, Rob.
Okay. Yep. I was picking you up a little bit further to the west than I normally do, so I don't know. Maybe I wasn't on you right.
Okay, Rob. Thanks for the contact. KM6SR, KE7UQL 73.
Okay, Daniel. KE7UQL, KM6SR 73.
I guess that's it. Anybody else up there in the DMO8, DMO9 areas? Kilowatt 6 Mike Yankee Charlie Bozo Net, pointing toward Nevada. There was supposed to be a couple of guys over on the western slopes of the hills there, but they haven't been in the Grass Valley area, but we haven't heard him. I don't know whether they were going to be portable or temporary or what there. But I never did even work them in the contest, and they were supposed to be on, so. Anyway, and of course we haven't heard anything from KE6ILX. Maybe he's moved away. He was going to move back east last I heard, over. Anyway, nobody else knows either. Okay, I'm going to go back. I think we got everybody in the Bay Area except KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, so we'll shoot for him, and you can go on to Porterville, and I'll be joining you shortly, Rob, over.
Okay, Mike, say 73 to Richard, KD6BQ, KM6SRR. You're very loud here, Richard.
Yep, you're doing good here too, Rob. 7-3, and have a good night. Good to hear you guys on up here again.
Yeah, good to have you back in there, Richard. 73, see you tomorrow on 6. And whatever,
Yeah, remind me, Richard, how's your dad doing?
Well, yeah, since you asked, he became a silent T last Wednesday, over.
Oh, no. Man, that's really sad to hear.
Yep, after 80 years plus of being a radio amateur operator, he finally hung up the key there.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Richard. I know he had gone through some tough times with that broken hip, and the rest of it, the last of his life was a little ragged. So I'm sorry to hear that. But he's probably in a more comfortable place for him now, obviously, and he obviously had a good career. KD6BQ, we'll be thinking of him up there, K6MYC.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. And, it was getting pretty bad for him there at the end, so it's easier now. And, the post-surgical pneumonia is what got him. He ended up with pneumonia, and the antibiotics and stuff couldn't turn it around. So last Wednesday he became a silent T. So anyway, an end of an over 80-year amateur radio career. K6MYC, KD6BQ, number 249 in Nevada.
Now that's phenomenal. Hardly ever anybody gets to 80 years. Mostly they're old enough, but if they didn't get into the business when they were younger, they didn't make that 80-year usage. I'm going to be a long ways from that because I didn't get my license till I was 18 or something.
Yeah, he was, I think, 13, 14 years old, and he was 94 when he passed.
Yeah, well, he had a good life, that's for sure.
Hey, Richard, what was his call sign?
Yeah, K6CMU. I got the password to log into his QRZ page, and I'm going to fix it up a little bit, and then I'll report the silent key.
Victor, Mike United.
Richard, I'm sorry to hear that. KM6SR.
Yeah, thanks, Rob.
All right, I'm heading toward the Bay Area here.
Yep, 7-3, Mike.
7-3.
AB. 7-3, Richard.
Kilo Bravo 6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie 775. Over.
Yeah, timed perfectly. I just got on you there. 775. Good evening, Mike. KB6WFC, K6MYC. How's the temperature over there in Daly City?
We have 55 degrees, and it's overcast, if not misty fog coming in. So, yep, pretty much overcast all day, but I don't know, that's the way we live here in the summertime. Back to you, Mike.
Yeah, well, enjoy your winter. We were 50 degrees warmer than that yesterday, over.
Yeah, I don't know. I would melt like, a clown or something. Aye.
Okay. Good to hear you. Good to hear you. We'll look for you tomorrow. I guess you don't have 6, so we'll look for you Tuesday on 1296 there, Mike. 7-3 for now. KB6WFC, K6MYC with the hiccups here.
Well, thank you. No, I'll try to make it on 6 meters. I don't have 222, but maybe one day. And definitely, I always try to make a Tuesday for the 23 centimeters. So, see you then. Have a good evening. Thank you for swinging back through. KB6WFC clear.
Okay, very good. We'll look for you on 6. I'd forgotten whether you had been checking in on 6 or not, but we'll look for you definitely. 7-3 for now, Mike. KB6WFC, K6MYC, going down to Porterville.
KE6BK, Eddie, you on tonight for the 2-meter Bozo Net? KE6BK, this is KM6SRR with K6MYC, standing by.
KM6SRR, KE6BK. I don't know if you've got a copy on me. You're really light there.
See, I do. You're very light, too, so we're probably not exactly peaked on each other. If you give me a little bit of chatter, I'll try to get a better peak.
Hey, well, you came up quite a bit there. But, yeah, everything's good down this way. Thanks for giving me the call and everything. Appreciate you guys up there.
Okay, yep. You came up a little also. I guess it's just propagation there. So thanks for being there. You down here yet, Mike?
No, I've got you, Eddie. Good to hear you. You are very weak tonight, so we must have a pretty poor propagation. We did not hear the guys in L.A. very well tonight at all. They never called us to check in, so the propagation was poor, along with the fact that I guess one of the guys wasn't there that normally calls us. And N6SWR in Bakersfield was very weak also, so I guess it's normal. Something in the valley is in the way. Hi. Probably a big blob of hot air. Hi. 7-3, Eddie. Good evening. KE6BK, K6MYC.
Okay, Eddie. Yep. Catch you tomorrow night on the Aries nets. Thanks. KU6BK, KM6SRR 73.
73, Eddie, and we'll look for Mark in there. Mark was going to take the trash out, but he may not have ever gotten back in the shack. Maybe too warm up there. K6MTS, K6MYC.
K6MYC, K6MTS, and hello, Rob, too. No, I just got back. I mean, the trash is I got to put it on a attachment on the back of the box scraper on the tractor, and then it goes, where do we go? Over a quarter mile out to the trash spot, and then I came across a rattler, so I had to dispatch him. Sorry, Rob. But yeah, we just got back here. I just heard you guys talking to Station Porterville, so that was cool.
That timed out perfectly. Okay, good. We caught you.
Hey, no problem, Mark. We're going to have barbecue rattler?
Negative. No, he's gone off to snaky heaven, and his carcass is off the side of a ditch somewhere.
Okay, I hear they're pretty good, but anyway, whatever.
Yeah, they taste like chicken. It's just a matter of cutting them up.
I whacked a pretty good size one here a few months back, and no, I mean just to dispatch them, get rid of the head and stuff. And then later on that day, I was making some fish and chips. It was a deep frying fish outside on the burner thing, and my nephew saw it and he goes, "Are you really eating that rattlesnake?" Because it looks, just white boiling meat in oil. So I played along with him for a little bit, but no, I have not tried rattlesnake yet. But yeah, I heard the same thing, Mike. I heard it tastes like chicken.
Yeah, well, who knows? I haven't had one either. I try not to kill them either. I'm like Rob. I don't mind them as long as they're not up around the house where the kids are over.
Yeah. I just, I think I've told you guys we lost a dog here early when we first moved in, and then we had a horse almost lost a horse. And so, yeah, ever since then, well, mainly the first dog, I mean, that was brutal. So I just I just don't tolerate them. I mean, they've been on the back deck. I've got two in the garage. It just got stupid. So for this area, yeah, they're just unacceptable.
Well, I feel like you do. You have to assess your situation, and like I say, I don't want them anywhere around the yard or whatever. If I find them way out in the field down the road a ways, they're killing gophers and rodents and stuff, and they're doing their job. But when they come up even close to the house, we've had a dog bitten, and of course I've been bit. Yeah, we had one on the back porch here in the winter. In the springtime, I think I told you about that. He was right on the doorstep of my door to the ham shack to the house. But he was turned around backwards. He didn't see me, but he was all coiled up and trying to protect himself against my cat who had him pegged or pinned up against the house. He wouldn't have been there, but he was probably forced to be there by the cat. But he didn't make it past snake heaven either. Anyway, but that's I don't like them on the back porch. Obviously, that's just very bad situation. All right, I'm out of here. I'm tired. I'm going to go in and sit down and have a little slice of cold watermelon and relax and maybe have a chat with Matt if he's back home yet. He happened to have gotten home by the time I left here to come out to the barn, but he's supposed to be here sometime tonight. So we'll see you guys later. Good night to Mark. Good night to Rob and Aaron if you're listening in the background, and Eddie if you're still listening there. This is Mike K6MYC Bozo 47 in Delta Mike 07, closing the 2-meter 144 240 Bozo Net. On what's the date today, Rob? 19?
Yep, it's July 19 instead of June 19.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. I just said the 19th. July 19, 2026. Good night, all.
Hey, Mike.
7-3, Mike.
I got something for you real quick. K6US.
Rob, Aaron, you were double. Was that for me?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just to let you know, I will be missing the net for the next 2 weeks because I'll be on vacation. But I'll be starting the live stream, remotely. But I will not be checking in for the next 2 weeks.
Oh boy, big trip. Where are you going?
We're going all over the place. We're starting with 3 days up at Tuolumne Meadows. So we'll be up at 9,000 feet for 3 days, and then over to Devil's Post Pile, and then we're going to go into Nevada. There's a national park over there. We're going to stay out for a couple days, and then go hit Zion for a couple days, and then we're going to stay in Boulder City for a couple days so we can do the Hoover Dam, and then we're going to come home. So yeah, leaving tomorrow morning, and we won't be back until Thursday next week. So I might check in Thursday night next week, but that all depends on when we get home.
Okay. Not this coming week, but the following week.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, the nice thing is, even though I'm going to be up at 9,000 feet the next couple nights, I'll have the Starlink dish with me, so starting the live stream is no problem because I'll still have high-speed internet even though I'm in the middle of nowhere.
Very good. All righty. Well, listen, have a very enjoyable, safe trip, and I know your daughters are going to enjoy it. It's a great area. I've been to some of those places that you've been to, and they're all very good. You'll have a little problem breathing at 9,000. You won't, but anybody that's older with any kind of breathing issues will notice the 9,000 feet a little bit. Although it starts to really get you at 12,000. When we're out on up Mauka and on the Big Island of Hawaii at 11 and 12,000 feet, people were feeling it for sure. See you later, Aaron. Have a great, safe trip. K6MYC. Bye-bye.
Alrighty. Yep, we'll catch you, Mike. And, yeah, we drove up to the top of Haleakala on Maui. And, of course, you're going from sea level to 11,000 feet in like an hour. And, yeah, you definitely feel it. So at least tomorrow, we're going to go up to Hetch Hetchy, kind of acclimate a little bit, and then we'll go up to the higher country. So we're not going to go straight to 9,000. We're going to spend a little bit of time at the lower elevation. So, but yep, hopefully escape some of the heat, and we'll catch you guys probably on Sunday in 2 weeks. K6US.
Yeah, some of those places probably even check in from, but I don't want you to be worried about that. Thanks for at least doing the net, and you can always call Frank and have him back you up if you need something.
Yep, sounds good. But yeah, I was already planning on being back at camp around dinner time anyways. So flip it on the Starlink dish and getting in there and hitting the start button is no big deal. So because we got to put the kids to bed at 8 o'clock anyways. So we're already going to be back at camp. So it won't be that big of a deal. So we'll catch you later. K6US.
Have fun, Rob. K6MTS. Sounds nice. I mean, Aaron.
Not going anywhere.
I mean, Aaron.
Hi, Mark. That 9700 sounding good.
I think I got it adjusted by. I was doing what you said to do before I saw your email. It's like, I'll just try tweaking it around, and I think I got it close. But yeah, thanks for all the assistance on that.
You have a count, Rob?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Yep.
41, Mike.
Yeah, okay, not too bad.
Anyway, 73, Mike, K6NYC, KM6SR. And Aaron, have a good trip there. And don't have too much fun. We need you back.
Yeah, well, well, it depends on how hot it's going to be, on how enjoyable it is. But, you got to take the big vacations when the wife is off of work.
Oh, yeah, and where you're going, it shouldn't be too hot, although over in the desert there, it might be a little bit.
At least we'll be at elevation most of the time, so, you know, we're not going to, it's not like we're going to Death Valley.
Are you tent camping, or are you doing a motorhome, or what?
Oh, no, Mark, it's even more fancier than that. So up at Tuolumne Meadows, we're staying at the Lodge, which is basically, you know, tents that they, you know, canvas tents that they set up with cots and bedding. You know, so we're going to be roughing it.
Yeah, that'll be cool. Kids will love it, man. And then I think we've talked about Hoover Dam before. That's pretty awesome. So hopefully the kids aren't claustrophobic and they can all go down and check out that engineering marvel.
Oh, yeah. And then, you know, when we're in Nevada, we're staying at some ranch that's at the end of like a dirt